architecture. 8 or 8th, the Justice and Correction Reform Plan. 9th, the guidelines for the preparation of credible, free and fair one vote and one person election system. In a nutshell, the sovereign capabilities are manifested in the establishment and performance of federal, state and local institutions capable of carrying out effectively and efficiently the state functions in compliance with the rule of law throughout the country. The synergic and systematic working relations between the federal government of Somalia and the federal member states FMS represents the first step for achieving sovereign capabilities. Political disagreements prevent such healthy intergovernmental relations. Although the FRS remains practically fragmented, internationally, the federal government of Somalia is recognized as legitimate government representing Somalia as one country, one people that is part of the world and the international community. This special privilege should have motivated the Somali leaders and the elite to expedite the political, social, economic and security integration of the country through genuine dialogue and consensus translated into strong national institutions. Unfortunately, the exercises of 2020 and 2021 deepened the state fragmentation and political racism that perverted the Somali political culture. Narcissism is a personality trait which combines selfishness, a feeling of entitlement, demand for admiration, and lack of empathy. Narcissists have fragile self-confidence, a divided self that vacillate between self-inflation and inferiority and sense of revenge of power. Political narcissists have to be disdained and marginalized. The United Nations Security Council, acting under the authority of Chapter 7 of the United Nations Chapter, issued 13-page resolution SRES 2628/2022 of March 31st, 2022 to direct the Somali authorities to undertake long list of political, legal, security and administrative actions before the exit of AMISOM, renamed ADMIS forces from Somalia on December 31st, 2024. After that date, the federal government Somalia assumes the responsibilities of protecting the Somali state and people. It's worth quoting below a critical passage of the resolution which illustrates the themes of gaining sovereign capabilities. Recognizing that military action alone will not be sufficient to resolve threats or threats to peace and security in Somalia, emphasizing that the protection of civilians is critical to build sustainable peace and reiterating the need to propose a holistic approach that reinforces the foundation of peace and security through enhancing. First, effective governance and public administration, anti-corruption, preventing organized crimes, the rule of law, justice and law enforcement, efforts to counter terrorism, efforts to promote terrorist disengagement and defections, preventing and countering violent extremism conducive to terrorism, security sector reform, inclusive politics and reconciliation. Each theme involves infrastructural structure, policies, laws, rules, procedures, practices, transparency, and accountability. To ensure a fully functioning federal system, which is now in question, the resolution urges the federal government of Somalia and federal member states to collaborate effectively and efficiently on all national priorities for the benefit of all Somalis. As a logical step to this regard, resolution underscores the urgent need to finalize the Constitution as the legal and political foundation of Somali's government and institutions. The resolution authorities the recruitment of the new security forces totaling 20,825 cadets by the end of June 2024, subject to appropriate vetting procedure and the establishment of civilian oversight and accountability of the security and defense apparatus. Although the federal government of Somalia is at serious capacity disadvantage to collaborate and coordinate with multiple international partners that have different, sometimes conflicting political and cultural interests and priorities, the collaboration and the coordination between federal government of Somalia and the international partners remain vital. On December 22, 2022, the World Bank approved $75 million project titled Somalia Enhancing Public Resources Management Project SERP, with the aim of building state legitimacy, strengthening accountability, transparency, and reducing institutional fragmentation required for a delivery of services to the Somali citizens.